dun, dun, dun. Ba, 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 ba. I finally figured it out. I wonder if it's going to work okay. Because it's probably going to be retarded. Whatever we do, change is coming. It's coming from the implosion of our Imperium. And it's coming from the rapid degradations of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing to do to stop it. It's how will we cope with this change? Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility? No, not really. Probably not. Whatever. Hopefully you guys can hear me and stuff. I'm trying to test this crap. Because there's a lot of crap to do. There's a lot of crap to fix with this crap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really noticing already that this thing is... Just give me a sec. Just give me a quick minute. I just need to check something real quick. X264 ultra fast. Maybe if we don't put it on a profile or we put it on fast. High. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. Didn't have as much latency before. So I'm just testing things here. Yeah. Remo Scarrow, remember that time that you did a show with that one guy way ahead of the curve with Omecoin and maintaining that website? That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so what are we doing today? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm streaming a little bit earlier today because I'm trying to fix the shit. So can you confirm you hear the audio? Listening to the audio? Can you hear that shit, son? Wait, no, not that button. That button. Yeah, it's that button. Wait, how did I get this to work so fast before, but now it's a little slower? Weird. Maybe I gotta do something else. Wait, it's fine. We're just, trying to figure this shit out. Because we did figure it out. I'll be happy because this shit's annoying, bro. This shit is annoying. Everybody knows this. It's annoying. It's annoying as mother. Still like the second off, man. It's pissing me off. I mean, it's as good as I'm gonna get, to be perfectly honest. So I shouldn't even be hating on it or whatever. But I gotta fix it. I'm trying to figure it out, which was gonna be the best, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing because this week, dog. This week, this week, this week, this week. I'm almost there. Wait, okay, hit streaming again. All right, all right. All right, whatever. It doesn't. All right, whatever. This is good as I get. So I've been meticulously trying to figure out how to use video. The main issue that we've been having is the fact that we can't get the desktop audio. Right? We've tried using voice meter, virtual audio cables, black hole. There's just a bunch of shit that we've tried to use. For whatever reason, what we've discovered is that Rumble. They like to take over your mic, right? And they change the audio levels, so you got to keep changing it and shit. So they've been telling us that, in order to keep all of our stuff, like, somebody donated to me $10 yesterday, and I have these nice pop-ups. Thank you, Ezekiel, yesterday for donating $8. We appreciate that. Try to donate that shit while we're still live. Just saying. But anyways, I like having that stuff, right? But the main issue that I keep running into is that the goddamn Rumble program is constantly, taking over things, and then we're not getting desktop audio, so you guys can't hear the things. That I gotta do dumb shit where I gotta like start a screen share and then put up the screen share and then be like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit's lame. Shit's lame. And then now, it's like I got the screen share thing going on like this, right? But obviously, the reason I say it's lame is because I don't want to have to keep doing that. It's a bunch of extra work that I don't want to have to deal with, anyways. So our ultimate goal is to try to get background sound within the Rumble Studio program, and the only way that I've been able to figure it out, which is what I'm going to show you now, is here. So first off, we have the actual Rumble Studio. This is what it looks like, right? What I've had to do is basically add a participant, right? So I have my desk, which is coming in on an ingress, right? So I actually have to go in here and create an ingress and then stream it to the server. But right now it's on about a 1 second delay from what I do in my stream and to what it goes up there. So it's supposed to be a lot faster or whatever. But I'm basically I had to like change a bunch of shit. So like first off, instead of using Streamlabs OBS, I'd just use regular OBS Studio, right? And then they actually have a guide for it that talks about how to use whip streaming. So that's like the first thing that I had to do. So like I had to come over here on my OBS Studio and set it up so that instead of it streaming to the ingress, it's streaming to Rumble Studio as an ingress. So I could use the Rumble Studio app to do stuff as opposed to there. That way I could still pull in all of my, stuff over here. Like I could accept stuff like from Speedo. You just followed. Thanks, Speedo, for the follow, bro. Welcome to the channel, my dude. Welcome to the channel, my dude. Wait, what? Yeah, we got a donation too? $9.99 from Lady Katie. Thanks, Lady Katie. I like money. But you see what I mean, right? It's not perfect. And then the other things to think about is that I'm not actually using Rumble for the audio, right? I'm using my mic through the audio mixer. So it's like I'm streaming to Rumble my desktop audio and my mic audio, right? So like if I go over here, you can see it's just my headset. So it pulls the desktop audio, the microphone audio, and it's just streaming it. Now the only thing that I feel like is really janky about this is that I gotta fucking mute this shit. I fucking mute this shit. I fucking mute this shit. I fucking mute this shit. Or it just does that. 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 So it's a little jank. I'm gonna say it's a little jank. I don't understand why they don't give us an option so that I can just pipe sound in or whatever. But you know what? I don't make the rules. I'm not the Rumble Studio creator or whatever. I'm just the guy that gets up here and saves money. So, it's a lot though. But this really, I think, opens it up because if you're already using OBS, you don't really got to change anything. I mean, it just basically you got to like start the stream, right? You got to start the stream. And then you got to go into Rumble, and then you got to make an ingress link, and then you got to add it, and then you can stream, everything. And this should actually work, too, for a lot of things. Because one thing that I'm noticing, too, is that I can actually stream at a higher quality. So, like, if I go to my output, right now I'm using my GPU X264, but I'm at a 10,000 bit rate. And I could never get that high of a bit rate before. It just would never work. So, trying to go with ultra low latency, the fastest presets as possible. I'm trying to do everything quick as shit because I'm trying to limit the audio lag. Because I could, shut off my mic and then I could turn on the mic here. But then the question becomes is what's the latency between my voice and what I'm saying on the screen? That's what I don't know. Earlier I had it so it was like perfect, but now it seems like there's a second in between it. So I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I don't know how it works. I'm just a man that wears pants over here. Just a pants wearing guy trying to figure this shit out. But I figure for majority of people out there, that's fine, right? Like, can you tell me or let me know if that's weird? If is my voice way off? I don't want to have to open up the stream and get all this repeaty shit going on. That would suck. Just let me know. I'll wait for some. For some I'll wait for somebody in the chat to let me know. I feel like I could get around. I could do this right here. This seems still, Rumble Studios free. I was paying $14.99, $19 a month. No, yeah, it was $19 a month for Restream. And I mean, the only reason I was doing it so I could restream to all the different platforms. But Rumble Studio seems to be way better because it automatically makes the YouTube link, live link. It uses the thumbnail. You just got to go in there and turn on monetization and add some tags. So I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I feel like it's working all right. I don't know if the quality is a little bit better. You can probably see my dirty kitchen and the dirtiness of everything else over here pretty well. Lunchy, get over here. Get over here, hot and ready, puppy. Oh no, Daddy! Not again, Daddy. What do you mean, not again? What's up? Yeah, I'm just in here. Sounds like shit. What sounds like shit? Oh, okay. So it sounds like shit when it's just going through the rumble thing. Ah. So the sound breaks up when we do both of them together. Probably audio controls. Yeah. Well, what's this? There's this right here. But I right here or not. That work? You guys still? I hit. I can turn it up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's supposed to be super fast, latency wise. I don't know. See, it says audio controls right here, and I turned off echo cancellation and noise suppression. My mic died? What do you mean my mic died? It's on. It says that it's on. And what I'm saying on the screen. That's what I don't know. Earlier I had it so it was like perfect, but now it seems like there's a second in between it. Echo cancellation and noise suppression. My mic died? What do you mean my mic died? It's on. What do you mean? It says that it's on. And what I'm saying on the screen. That's what I don't know. Yeah, earlier I had it so it was like perfect, but now it seems like there's a second. Yeah, I can actually hear it, dude. You got an iPhone 16. Good job. Yeah, so I turned off noise suppression and echo cancellation, but we need to turn off automatic gain control. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I hate how it like goes in and out and in and out and in and out. You know, like it just needs to stay one fucking. It just needs to stay one fucking sound. God damn it. Ah! Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, we fixed it. This is good enough for me. This is good enough to party, but we still gotta go. Can we watch videos? Let's just watch a video. You guys tell me if you can hear this video. Don't fake it, fake. Wait, that's got some fucking copyright music in it. Wait, where the hose at? Ooh. Ooh. All right. Okay. Can you hear that? That lattice setting you turned off fixed it? That's perfect now? Okay. Can you hear the audio? Can you hear that yummy yum? Type yummy yum in the chat if you can hear yummy yum. Since you motherfuckers can't articulate shit. Trying to get you guys to help me is like trying to pull motherfucking teeth. God damn. Yeah, wow. Anyways, what is this? Miserable life. Ex-farming contractor. Ooh. Perfect. You can hear it? Okay, good. Then that's good enough for me. As long as my voice is matched up, you know, if we try to invite somebody out of the show, it's going to go all fucked up. That's all I'm telling you right now. If I try to invite somebody on the show, then all of this shit goes out of the window and I got to figure that out. Like that, I can't get it to work without doing Rumble style. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, if you guys saw the different types of shorts and shit that it recommends me, like why does it always recommend me shit like this? Caitlin! Why does it always recommend me shit like this? That's the question that I have. Yummy, yum, yum. Cooking my lentils and carrots. So it's taking me so long to get back to you. Okay. Lentils? Ew. Lentils? What are you? What are you? Middle Eastern? Disgusting. I got to work with an Israeli guy later on today. It's going to be real fun. Because he said that shit. That was the first thing he was like, oh, yeah, I just started on the Field Nation. So, you know, like I was helping him trade up. You know, giving him some advice or whatever, and he told me that he was Israeli, and I was like, oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. I was like, you just moved from Israel? He's like, no, I moved from New York. And I was like, so you moved from New York to Reno, Nevada. He's like, yeah. And I was like, that's wild, bro. I was like, what, you don't like living in Israel? And he was like, nah, it's not that great, man. And I was like, no, I respect that shit, dude. I respect that shit. I didn't say anything else to him, but you know, I was just like, gotta be careful, you know. We gotta put your shields up, right? Gotta put your shields up. Well, cool. I believe that this is good. So, what did we have to do again? So, okay, we had to go download Open Source Broadcaster and install Open Source Broadcaster. After we installed Open Source Broadcaster, we had to actually wait. Where's the Rumble Studio? Okay, there it is. And then after we opened up Open Source Broadcaster, we had to change the stream settings to WIP and then use the WIP ingress so that it uses WebRTC and it's got super low latency. And then we had to start streaming on that from Rumble Studio. Right. Yeah, Rumble Studio. And then after that, we came in here and then we had to turn off echo cancellation and noise suppression. But there should definitely be one more fucking button in here to turn off the gain control. Because fuck that automatic gain control shit. Stop controlling my gain, motherfucker! Stop limiting my gains, motherfucker! Okay. But yeah, I think we figured it out. We got it. We got it all figured out now. It's working. You can go live. You can stream. You hear this, you know, it works. And now I don't have to, now I could just go do shit. Now I could just go do shit like I can scroll up. Wow.
It's free speech, my ass. You're going to jail, bro.
Free speech,
Lucky I don't want to go to jail,
bro. You're going to jail, brotherfucker.
You think it's all right to spray paint somebody, bro? Hey,
this guy just came up and spray painted him and his camera and everything.
This guy.
In the hoodie right here. Stop right there. Stop right
Yeah, this whole boy in the hoodie. Motherfucker in the hoodie.
over here with me.
Bitch ass.
Consent to a search. Put the bag down.
I don't consent to a search. Bitch, we don't care.
It's blue. All over my phone.
Stay right here.
All over.
Nice, dude. Real nice, dog. This is nice. Now it feels kind of normal, you know? Instead of like 5 extra steps, I only got to do like 2 extra steps, which is a benefit. I just like being able to actually have fucking audio. That's great. And then, yeah, look, my mic volume's not going all ass crazy because I'm not letting Rumble control my mic because I have it completely turned off. Yeah, bitch. It's still pretty retarded that I had to do all that stuff. Although the thing that I really do like, though, is now that on my OBS I have this. So I can, like, you know, see when people subscribe and follow, and I can hit the little buttons and shit. Damn, dog, we made like $20 in the last 15 hours, dog. What's up with the rest of you, dude? Throw some money at me. Make it rain. Make it rain on Papa. Okay, maybe you will make it rain on me. Honestly, I'm just really bored. I don't know what to do right now. I've just been kind of sitting here waiting to go to work. Whatever. And I mean, it's just kind of bullshit work today. I'm replacing some shit on some Walmart computers. Last night was funny because we didn't actually have to do anything because for whatever reason, the parts that they shipped them back or something. I don't know. Leftist protesters at the Utah State Capitol.
We are here for the cause of love. This is not about money. This is about the people. And the
Dude, I wonder if they're protesting over at the Nevada State Capitol right now. Should go over there and check that out. Well, I got some time. It's only like 2. I don't have to work till 6. Well, but I gotta leave by like 5:15. Oh, what's this? FBI, me posting on X. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I don't really have anything else for you. I didn't really. I was just here to fix my audio problems or whatever. That's all I really wanted to worry about. All the other shit, though, like, I don't know. Is the quality good? You know? Does the quality at least look good or something? Nobody mentioned that. Does it look any different? I mean, I know that they re-encode that shit on YouTube anyway. But, let me look over here. They got me on that yum, 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 yum. Or something. Nobody mentioned that. Oh, actually, damn, dude, what's up with the latency? Why is it so? That's like elite. That's like the latency. Oh, I forgot to put it on ultra low latency on YouTube. That's what's going on. Hey, are you are you ready for Dodge NASA? Wait, Dodge is doing something with NASA? Oh, yeah, you finished watching last night's stream, Sewer Guy Rob? Good to have you with us. Yeah, quality looks good, sounds good. Okay, well, that's good. As long as it sounds good and it looks good, I don't really have to worry about anything else until we actually have somebody on the show, and then we'll just have to use the Rumble thing straight up. But, I mean, that's fine. Everybody else is using the Rumble thing. I haven't seen any videos or anything that anybody's posted that shows that it's working. But I will have to agree that this is a success. Yes, what's this?
Just want to come back again to this visual because it's in real time. This was posted by a professor at Rutgers University on his Facebook page. We have a young girl, 19 years old, who went to Rutgers because she wants to get her degree in food science.
Yeah, just a little test run.
This is the guy she's going to have to go and sign up for because right now there is absolutely no price to pay. There's no red line, nothing about someone in a position of responsibility who openly expresses such vile hate, and there's nothing to protect that freshman from pursuing her course.
Right. And Mr. Greenblatt, am I so off base here? Have we been going down the wrong path, worrying about the 118 cases so far of anti-Semitism so far this year?
Congressman, you're dead on. I mean, again, I know some people teach courses over the course of 15 weeks. The ADL's been tracking this for over 100 years, and data doesn't lie. And what you pointed out about the definition is exactly correct. This doesn't inhibit the ability of an individual, student, faculty, or otherwise, to criticize an Israeli policy, but it does acknowledge, as that definition does, that definition, by the way, that was done in consultation with leading experts from academia and communal organizations, and it's used by our embassies around the world to track anti-Semitic incidents.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So that all works fine. Also still do it the old way, like this. Right, we can still do it the old way, but then it fuck you with the mic-y. See? It'll fuck with the mic. Hold up. Well, let's just see if it'll fuck with the mic. You gonna fuck with my mic? Stop fucking with my mic. Don't do that. Stop turning it down. I don't want your bullshit. I already got my own enhancements. I paid Razer for them. They're great. Vocal clarity, mic noise cancellation. Yeah, boy, we fixed it. So I could do it both ways. Does the mic still sound shittier though? Or does it not sound good? Is it working? Does it got that yummy yum? Because then I could still just invite somebody on and then I could just talk to them like, hello. And they'll be like, hello. Protachi sounds fine. Cool. So we could do it both ways. That's good. That's a large weight off of my shoulders. I've been trying to mess with this. I was streaming on Rumble for like 2 hours trying to figure this shit out. And then I think it's good. So now I can just disable the camera, start stream. Sorry, I muted it. Sorry, relax. I just muted it for a second. Relax. All right, I fixed it. So we've established that we can get this to work with some kludging and finagling. That's pretty normal. Yeah. We just have to take things. So now we can just do our like regular style stream with OBS and have all the desktop audio. But then if we still want to have like a guest or something, all we got to do is switch to the virtual camera and turn off the stream and then just talk with the regular mic. And now it's not controlling things because we turn those switches off. I like this. Rumble Studio, good job. Good job. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. Yeah, it's because I turned it off and on. I guess that's why they call me Merlin DeFango. I should probably make a more direct, straight video on how to do this, but I'm not. You know why? Because I don't care. Deal with it. Yep, I do like it when a plan comes together. I was trying really hard to figure that plan out. And now we got the plan figured out, dude. We got the plan, dog. Don't be making those anti-Semitic memes, dude. This is the evolution of the best worst stream on the internet right here, stud. 1995, 1998, 2000. Hey, wait a minute. The evolution of the trash icon. Excuse me, number one, it's not called the trash icon. It's the recycle bin. Recycle bin. Okay? And then I don't understand how the news has anything to do with the recycle bin. Yeah. I don't know what the news got anything to do with the recycle bin. Motherfuckers. Still funny, though. I thought that was the recycle bin. What is this, dude? I didn't read this. Oh, and I can finally use my shit again. And you guys could probably hear it. Yeah, son.
Interview with Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano / Aldo Maria Valley interview with Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano for Duc in Elton website. February 16, 2025. Duc in Elton, Your Excellency, the Trump administration's decision to put a stop to the immigration policies of the woke left was part of the electoral platform that brought Donald Trump to victory. Along with closing the borders with Mexico, the president has cut the funds that government agencies were allocating to individuals, organizations, and entities in exchange for their action in support of globalism. To the voices of condemnation for these political decisions that are completely legitimate, is now added that of Jorge Mario Bergoglio, who in his letter to the bishops of the United States of America has harshly expressed his condemnation of the mass deportation decided on by the U.S. government.
Protachi, I literally don't understand the concept of anti-Semitism. Like, I understand the concept, but I don't understand what would make Jewish people even have a reason to be hated. Is that a trap, bro? Is that a trap, bro? People don't like genocide, whether you're taking it or giving it, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't get with all of the anti-Semitism in the world. Like, why is everybody hating on the Jews and shit? Like, do they control the world? Do they control Hollywood and everything in the world? Are they the root of all evil? No. Do they worship Satan? Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm an American. I don't look back into the past and see what happened to my forefathers and hold a grudge about it like some people do, I guess. Yeah, there was prosecution of Jewish people way over before Hollywood existed. Maybe it's just because human beings are assholes, you know? I don't know. What the Palestinian people do to the, you know? What they do, why does everybody hate them? Nobody wants to help them out. Right? None of the Arab countries want to help them out. But what they do, you know, what they do, they just existed? I don't know.
Government. Carlo Maria Vigano, like everything that comes out of Bergoglio's mouth, these accusations against the Trump government are false and delusional. There is no mass deportation occurring. Rather, there is a precisely focused decision to put an end to the floods of unregulated immigrants that previous administrations had planned, favored, and encouraged. In fact, deportation occurred in the opposite direction during the Clinton, Obama, and Biden administrations, excluding a priori targeted international cooperation projects to help populations in need in their respective countries of origin, instead focusing every effort, even when it was against the law, to increase the ethnic substitution plan. Those who are now tearing their garments do so only because their lucrative business has been put to an end. They have shamefully profited from this forced migration, which was made possible by the network of international organizations and organized crime that manage human trafficking. Bergoglio's letter is a jumble of falsehoods and deceptions. It betrays the panic of the mercenaries and the anger of their financiers. Bergoglio has gone so far as to invent a new doctrine, imposing as a moral duty the reception of immigrants, from whose management he obtains billions in public funding and through which he accredits himself as the main interlocutor of the globalist elite and executor of the woke agenda. He exploits the teaching of Pius XII, decontextualizing and distorting his words, because by quoting a pope not suspected of modernist or conciliar contamination, he hopes to gain the attention and support of those faithful who do not listen to him. We need to understand Bergoglio's fraudulent operation. He wants to take the conflict between the immigrationist woke deep church and the Trump administration to the next level, dogmatizing the duty to welcome illegal immigrants and thus forcing American Catholics to see Trump as an enemy of the Catholic
Maybe it's the Paul and Bullock thing. I don't know. Sorry, I had myself muted there for a second. So I didn't cough in your ears. Okay, so I don't... Okay, what's going on with the Twitch chat? How come it's not showing up on the screen? Maybe got to pop it out. Lol. Let's see if that works now. Did it work? Did you use smock coils? It's the only coils that I could get. I need to get some different coils for my vape, though, that's for sure. I just replaced them. Oh. Yeah, wait a minute.
Catholic Church. In short, he is trying, according to his characteristic modus operandi, to turn President Trump into an adversary in order to undermine his support from Catholic voters. This dishonest operation also serves to put back at the center of the American political and social debate an episcopate that has been widely discredited due to the sexual and financial scandals that have so far seen it totally subservient to the establishment of the Democratic Party. The real clash is between Trump's political conservatism, MAGA, with which the majority of Americans, including Catholics, identify, and the ultra-progressivism of the Bergoglian Deep Church. American Catholics, however, have seen through the fraud. While Bergoglio, in obedience to his globalist masters, hurls anathemas against those who build walls, President Trump has announced, among other measures that we welcome with deep satisfaction, the return of the United States to the Geneva Consensus Declaration, which defends the right to life for all, reaffirms the importance of the family, and affirms that there is no international right to abortion. Thanks to Trump, the Ukrainian crisis is also being resolved. The peace talks that President Trump has undertaken with President Putin to heal the conflict in Ukraine, which began back in 2014 with the regime change that was imposed by the Anglo-American deep state.
Feel like I should know who you are, Mr. Protachi. Feel like I know who you is, boy. I feel like I know who you is, boy. Looking at that. I'm looking at your profile picture right now. Oh, never mind. I don't know who you are. You look like a guy. You look like a homeboy I once knew. You look like somebody that I used to know.
State will put an end to a massacre that, for the sake of satisfying the thirst for power of the globalist elite, has sent thousands and thousands of innocent people to the slaughter, destroyed an entire country, fueled the market of organ harvesting, as reported by international agencies, and caused a disastrous impoverishment of European nations due to the outrageous sanctions imposed against the Russian Federation. On certain issues, Francis Bergoglio does not seem as sensitive as he is unwelcoming. It is shocking how Bergoglio's appeals on the infinite dignity of all stubbornly exclude defenseless children massacred by abortion, victims of organ harvesting and mutilation for so-called gender transitioning, mothers used as merchandise for surrogate motherhood, young people corrupted by woke perversions, and the masses of minors who fuel the prostitution racket or end up in a Beverly Hills villa to satisfy the execrable depravities of the pedophile elite. If Bergoglio were truly Catholic, he would be praising Trump's social policies, instead of ideologically condemning them.
YouTube chat's not
The newly appointed Bishop of Detroit has proposed canonical sanctions, from a ban on receiving communion to excommunication, for border guards who do not allow illegal immigrants to violate the borders. This woke delirium typical of the Bergoglian Church is even more serious in the face of the silence of the bishops on the scandal of a corrupt self-styled Catholic president like Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, a Catholic president? Like, for real? Is that what? Damn, Protachi be saying, no, I'm nobody. I mean, you may know me someday. I have a unified field theory. I'm pretty sure that is right, which in any case could lead to humanity in the future, so I may be noteworthy. Yeah, I don't think it's any of that shit. That sounds gay as fuck.
Biden, who promoted abortion up to the moment of birth and yet was consistently sacrilegiously admitted to communion. In what way has Pius XII's Apostolic Constitution ex Sol Familia been inappropriately cited by Bergoglio? The magisterium of the Bergoglian Church is totally self-referential. Bergoglio practically only cites himself, and when he cites documents from Vatican II and post-conciliar popes it is only so he can surpass them. Seeing Pius XII cited by Bergoglio should therefore arouse a more than legitimate suspicion, confirmed in fact also by a quick reading of ex Sol.
What are you talking about? I'm totally into physics. I like physics. Unified field theory and shit, dude. We live in a simulation, bro. We live in a simulation. You are currently inside of an artificial construct created by the microvac after the universe already ended, and we're just living in the replay. All right? We're just living in the replay. Physics. Physics! Wait, if I said I unified field theory, you sounded gay. It doesn't seem like you're very interested. No, dude. You just don't understand my brand of, what do you call it? You don't understand my brand of being funny or whatever. I'm just automatically gonna, say anything that you said was gay, even if I don't mean it, because this is the kind of guy I am.
Ex sol
You're
familia.
coming at me pretty hard,
The
bro,
apostolic
Kachi.
zeal of
You're
Pope
coming
Pius
at me
XII,
pretty hard,
as well as
Coach
his predecessors,
Kachi.
is not limited to a mere
Just
indication of the need to
over here
welcome floods of
listening to this
immigrants,
guy
but
trying to
focuses
fucking
first and
clean this
foremost
shit.
on the care of the
I don't
souls of
even know why
Catholics
it's
who have
still
been
alive.
forced to migrate due to famine, war, or religious persecution. Even if the great economic migrations of the 19th and 20th centuries were driven by the same international lobbies, moving populations from the south of Europe to the north, or from Europe to the Americas, we cannot forget that the historical context of the post-war period was very different from the current one, first of all because the Catholic Church was not, nor could she ever have been, an ally and accomplice of Freemasonry. She was rather a firm and courageous protector of the poor and the weak. Secondly, because today the attack on our civilization is much more violent and open than it was at the end of the Second World War. Pius XII wrote, Holy Mother Church, impelled by her ardent love of souls, and impatient to fulfill the duties inherent in her mandate of salvation for all mankind, a mandate entrusted to her by Christ.
Fuzzex? What do you mean, Fuzzex?
She has been especially careful to provide all possible spiritual care for pilgrims, aliens, exiles, and migrants of every kind. This work has been carried out chiefly by priests who, in administering the sacraments and preaching the Word of God, have labored zealously to strengthen the faith of those Christians and to deepen the bonds of charity. Constable APX Sol Familia, August 1, 1952, N5, 1. Especially spiritual care. The very last thing that Bergoglio ever pursues is the defense of the integrity of the faith or the salvation of souls.
Why does nobody ever
Nor does he
tell
really
you?
care about the poor. Just look at how many homeless people are camped around the Vatican and under Bernini's colonnade, back in the era.
Dude, how come nobody ever tells you that these ear things that you get or whatever, your earbuds are going to be just nasty? Fucking earwax magnets, bro. There's earwax all over those things. Never share earbuds with a person. That's gross. If you do that shit, you're gross. End of story. If I see you pull out your AirPod and shove it into somebody else's ear, you're either married or you're gross. I'll be all like, get your fucking earwax away from me! Oh, yeah, dude. I'll be psyched if your unified field theory unifies the standard model of relativity and somehow manages to, incorporate and encapsulate all of the quantum realm. And then I'll be the guy that you meet at the fifth dimension. You'll see me. I'll be at the gate or whatever. You're going to be like, wait a minute. I was watching you on YouTube. What the fuck? And then I'll be like, yeah. So you figured it out. Here I am, fifth dimensional being at the end of time, outside of time. You won the prize. And you're going to be like, well, what's the prize?
Era
Well,
of
you
COVID.
solved it. You figured it out, man. So, you want to go back? Or you just want to hang out?
In order to get a meal, they had to show that they had received the vaccine. The ugly bronze boat erected in St. Peter's Square is a monument to Bergoglio's hypocrisy. For him, the poor and the marginalized are a mere tool to crossbreed both the social and ecclesial fabric, that is, to dissolve it, and thus obtain
I've already seen how it ends. It's dark.
Obtain the definitive cancellation of what remains of Christian society after decades of secularization. Bergoglio thinks big. He wants to create the premises for the new religion of humanity, deluding himself that he can preside over it and thus carve out a role for himself in the new world order. As a prophet of syncretistic, ecological, and inclusive globalism, Bergoglio even made an appearance at the San Remo.
You already know how it ends. But, some people got to be there, I guess,
San Remo Festival to launch John Lennon's song Imagine, the Masonic Manifesto of the New Order. The Apostolic Constitution of Pope Pius XII is of a totally opposite tenor to this horizontal vision, as is the entire Catholic magisterium compared to the Bergoglian one. In Ex Sul Familia, Pius XII recalls the slave trade at the hands of usurers in America, N11, and he mentions the dangers to which Mexicans were exposed when fleeing the anti-clerical and Masonic Revolution, 1926 to 1929, having become the prey of the enemies of Christ, Ibid 54. Bergoglio's attitude towards persecuted Christians is quite different. With the secret agreement made with the communist regime of Beijing, he has handed over Chinese Catholics to be slaughtered, and he remains silent on the violations of their fundamental human rights. In Bergoglio's dystopian vision, anti-human, anti-Christian and anti-Christic, our nations are lands set apart for Mohammedan conquest. This is the purpose of conciliar ecumenism. According to the Quran, anywhere the call of the muezzin resounds and where the prayer carpet is spread is Islamic territory. The connivance of the Bergoglian clergy, who host imams in our churches and allow such prayer in the parvises of our cathedrals, constitutes a betrayal of Christ and of the faithful. Regulated immigration, in which there is true integration and in which the Catholic Church is committed to converting pagans to the true faith, is the last thing Bergoglio wants. The purpose of the invasion is not to help the dispossessed and the poor, but rather to import poverty, social chaos, and civil war into our cities. And if globalism supports Bergoglio, it is because he is one of its emissaries, obedient to the orders given to him. What we are witnessing is in fact a forced migration, which impoverishes the nations of origin of so many men and young people who could be making their own governments strong and their own nations prosperous. Instead, they are transformed into criminals, slaves, and victims of the vile trafficking of perverts or of the organ harvesting market. Hundreds of thousands of minors disappear into thin air every year, with the complicity of those who pervert Christian charity and the culpable counterfeiting of welcoming in order to make a profit. To say nothing of the problem of the low birth rate in Western countries. The demographic decrease, which...
God damn, dude, this guy's going in, bro. He is going in. He is not pulling any punches whatsoever. Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano is basically like eviscerating another guy in the Catholic Church and just being like, everything is gay. This guy's retarded. He's completely not even of the faith. He could totally eat a dick. This is just crazy, dude. Crazy.
Which has been intentionally created by policies that discourage the birth rate and penalize the natural family, constitutes the main purpose of the action of the globalist elite, for which it proposes as a solution ethnic replacement with masses of foreigners. In 2015, here, Bergoglio said, "There are those who believe that to be good Catholics we must be like rabbits." Today, here, he argues that the demographic decline of Western countries must be fought not with wise policies of protection of the natural family and dignified working conditions, but with open borders and the institutionalization of that mixed race so dear to the Archbishop Emeritus of Milan Cardinal Scola, too. And theorized by the neo-Malthusian eugenicist Freemason clergy since the middle of the last century. No longer Catholic children in Catholic lands, but rather an intentional creation of mestizo children who are without history, without tradition, without education nor culture, without identity, without homeland, and without faith, exploited to feed the globalist Moloch and the tyranny of the World Economic Forum. Bergoglio's globalist dystopia aims at the erasure of national and ethnic identities, especially where they are founded on Christian civilization, and instead promotes anything linked to pagan and idolatrous beliefs. The cancellation of all differences and the external homologation of cultures ought to be considered by the Catholic Church as a disaster, while the Bergoglian Church is recklessly promoting it. Today we are discovering that the entire global media system has been funded by USAID and other government agencies. What has been emerging in the United States since President Trump's inauguration is only the tip of the iceberg of a vast subversive system that involves all Western states. These are not isolated cases of corruption, but a planned occupation that the globalist left considers indispensable in order to gain.
Yo, what? Base Catholic?
Gain power and, once it has appropriated that power, use it for the establishment of a totalitarian regime. And what is paradoxical and at the same time unprecedented is that the deep state even goes so far as to make its victims, that is, all of us, pay the costs of this infernal project, using taxpayers' money to confine us in our homes, deprive us of our freedom, and exterminate us with wars, famines, pandemics, and vaccines. In the same way, the deep church uses the offerings of the faithful to spread heresies, normalize vice and perversion, Islamize Christian nations, desecrate our churches and altars, and persecute dissenting voices with suspensions and excommunications. How can the elite achieve the goals they have set for themselves? Through situations of permanent crisis that legitimize the authority to derogate from ordinary laws. If we want to create an emergency as a pretext to legitimize the ceding of sovereignty to private lobbies, it is necessary that those who operate the institutional and media machine have a direct interest in promoting the crisis, even if they know perfectly well that it is a fraud. Governments, politicians, journalists, judges, doctors, teachers, law enforcement, actors and singers, intellectuals and influencers, bishops, priests, and even the one who claims to be the Pope, all of them depend for their support on their active collaboration with the deep state. They are paid as mercenaries, and as mercenaries they have no other master than money, success, and power, and also those who allow them to have that money, that power. At the top of the
motherfucker just said the Pope was a part of the deep state.
Of the infernal globalist pyramid that makes use of these mercenaries, we find the Luciferian delirium of those who want to do evil, against God and against man, seeking to replace God with Satan and man with the androgynous humanoid. This global network of corruption has served, and in part still serves, especially in Europe, to alter social dynamics in a criminal and fraudulent way. Such undue and unprecedented interference cannot simply be identified and acknowledged, it must also be eradicated and punished, because it is at the root of an induced and planned crisis, from which it is otherwise impossible to escape. And when I say eradicated and punished, I am referring mainly to those responsible, to those who have been guilty of a betrayal that is at the origin of the moral, social, and economic decay that is being forcibly imposed on us. It is no longer possible to tolerate that Soros, Gates, Schwab, Obama, the Clintons, the Bidens, Bergoglio and his acolytes, and other conspirators continue to rage against the whole of humanity, over people who are largely unaware that they are the object of a diabolical experiment of social engineering aimed at their physical and moral extermination. If President Trump aims to cut off the head of the Leviathan, as he is already doing, we can only be happy and finally breathe a sigh of relief. How do you think Donald Trump can contribute to the demolition of the deep state? Do you think he can be successful? The Trump administration is well aware of two things. First, there is a subversive supranational power that constitutes a concrete threat to the sovereignty of nations and to all humanity. Second, there is a group of people and agencies that support this power because they derive an advantage from it in terms of power and money. Cutting off funds to the accomplices of the globalist criminal system and its deep power means depriving the elite of the instrument of control and propaganda. Not even Judas would have betrayed Christ without receiving the 30 pieces of silver from the Sanhedrin, without the Pretium Sanguinis. The incentive to commit crime is also lost, and with it the blackmail of those who are said to have committed it. An excellent move, therefore, which is already having significant repercussions at the global level, has been the interruption of USAID's funding, accompanied by the grotesque jeremiads of those who have been dutifully deprived of it. I am thinking of those of activist James Martin, S.J. Speaking of jeremiads, the words of condemnation uttered by the ultra-progressive American episcopate and all their supporters are impossible to number. The words of American cardinals and bishops speaking against the cut in donations to the so-called welfare agencies of the Catholic Church are steeped in hypocrisy and falsehood. They come from characters who have not wasted one word, nay, not even one syllable, against the policies promoting abortion, gender ideology, surrogate parenthood, euthanasia, and homosexuality of previous administrations in the hands of the Democrats, while they wake up from their vile torpor only when a brake is put on illegal immigration, for which the deep church receives billions from the treasury. How do you judge the economic dependence of bishops' conferences, dioceses, religious orders, ecclesiastical bodies, and Catholic NGOs on
fucking the deep church, bro? I don't know what the deep church is, but it sounds awful.
On funding from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID? Bergoglio preaches with his words a poor church for the poor, knowing full well that the freedom to which the Catholic Church is entitled, and which is at the basis of the need for her independence, including the financial independence of her organs, is completely incompatible with its economic dependence on the state. An NGO is precisely a non-governmental organization. It cannot be independent if it depends on the funding that the government provides it. It is certainly good and proper for the
Yeah, that
state to
makes
help and
sense.
encourage the social action of the Catholic Church, but it is equally true that at a time when ecclesiastical entities, both central or peripheral, are no longer supported by the offerings of the faithful but by the sponsorship of government agencies and private entities, the Church becomes forced to follow the agendas dictated by those who allow her to exist and operate. The economic dependence of the institution is made possible by the corruption and blackmail of its leaders, because if the Catholic Church were governed by good, incorruptible, and non-blackmailable pastors, they would never accept her enslavement to the interests of a power that is openly enemy of Christ, nor would they allow themselves to be bought out of thirst for money or career ambitions. That is why it is indispensable that the institution which is to be corrupted should in turn be governed by corrupt people, and this applies indifferently to the civil and ecclesial spheres. To confirm this, it is enough to recall the chilling effect caused by the threat to revoke $1 billion of funding to Ukraine, reported by Joe Biden himself, in order to stop the Attorney General's investigation into his son Hunter. We are talking about an
Damn, he even
institutional
brought up Hunter
network,
Biden.
maneuvered
Holy
by the
shit.
Anglo-American deep state, that for decades has secretly paid thousands and thousands of organizations, associations, journalists, politicians, and other public figures to shamelessly lie to billions of people, creating a distorted narrative so as to induce the population to accept, under threat of impending catastrophes and emergencies, what it would never have accepted under normal conditions. You have spoken of the link of interests and complicity between the deep state and the deep church since 2020, and today the news about the interference of USAID and other government agencies in the politics of the entire Western world confirms the veracity of your words. What are the implications we can draw from all this? The first undeniable reality, however terrible and shocking, is the complicity of the Bergoglian Church with the criminal system organized by the globalist elite. We
The
must take note that the
Bergoglian
betrayal
Church.
of the rulers towards their fellow citizens is mirrored by the betrayal of the pastors towards their flock. This places the entire ruling class, that is subservient to the globalist elite, in a condition of illegitimacy, I would even say of high treason, to which justice must be done. The Jesuit Refugee Service, JRS, receives more than $35 million annually for its U.S. headquarters
I would
alone
even
from
say of
USAID
high treason,
and other
to which
federal agencies. If the cuts decided by the Trump administration are actually causing the total interruption of humanitarian aid from these pseudo-charitable entities, this also means that the faithful do not approve of them in even the slightest way with any financial support. If this is true, it seems to me that the ideological line imposed on citizens by the deep state and on the faithful by the deep church has amply demonstrated their tyrannical nature. The current president of the Italian Bishops' Conference, Matteo Zuppi, will soon understand that this obstinacy of the bishops in supporting the extreme fringes of woke progressivism, starting with the Sant'Egidio community, has totally distanced them from normal Catholics, arousing in them an understandable disgust. Just as Bergoglio's advertisement at the Sunday Angelus for the Italian TV show Che Tempo Che Fa, where a hired Fabio Fazio has just celebrated the criminal Bill Gates by presenting him as a benefactor of humanity, further delegitimized the papacy. There are also hundreds of millions of dollars doled out to the evangelical churches, always with the same purposes. Bergoglian prelates and bishopesses, such as the Episcopalian Marian Buddy of Washington National Cathedral, are in agreement with each other on 2 points: apostasy in matters of the faith and a corresponding lust for money and power. Their ecumenism is ultimately motivated only by the desire to share the spoils, and in the face of this all faith dogmas can be changed. They talk to us about poverty even from the pulpits, reworking Klaus Schwab's motto, "You won't have anything and you'll be happy," in a pauperist key, and they become accomplices of those who make us poor with scandalous speculation and fraud. In the meantime, they shamelessly profit from misery and the crises they cause. Thus, while the faithful were terrified by psychopandemic propaganda and were told they could not go to Mass if they were not vaccinated, the Holy See received generous donations from Big Pharma to host its conferences in the Vatican, and Bergoglio improvised himself as a salesman for harmful and deadly vaccines, produced with aborted human fetuses, all with the placet of the former Holy Office then directed by the Jesuit Ladaria. It was an act of love, Bergoglio said, while Melinda Gates opened an account with the Vatican Bank. Meanwhile,
really?
Bergoglio was already speaking of Mother Earth, coincidentally, the Pachamama, of sins against the environment, and of the urgency of switching to renewable energy. The moral prostitution of these characters does not shrink from anything. If there is money at stake, in the United States there are over 150 Catholic clinics that perform gender transition surgeries, genital mutilation, funded by the government, and God only knows how much money Catholic hospitals took during the psychopandemic farce as payment for killing patients with lethal therapies, or for inoculating people with a deadly or severely disabling gene serum. Furthermore, for each vaccine administered there was a bonus that encouraged and legitimized any aberration, and this was the case everywhere, with a single script under a single direction. Needless to say, these activities have nothing Catholic about them, and the apostolate, preaching, religious instruction, the care of souls, and the celebration of the sacraments are not of the least concern for these temple merchants.
Protachi, if we had unlimited energy right now, humanity would most definitely destroy itself. Without a doubt, 100%. 1000%. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. Somebody would make a big old bomb. That's how it always goes.
Merchants. Funding given for the implementation of the Agenda 2030, for spreading woke propaganda, or for ethnic replacement is the new 30 pieces of silver with which the new globalist Sanhedrin pays these new Judases to deliver over, not the Lord, but his faithful, his ministers, his mystical body. And like Iscariot, whom Bergoglio significantly proposes as a model, they too are apostles, albeit renegades, but always in an ideal line of apostolic succession with the Mercator Pessimus. One fact is however clear, all the programmatic points that the emails of Hillary Clinton's advisor, John Podesta, hoped for as reforms of its springtime of the church are now slavishly carried out by the action of Bergoglio and his acolytes. I very much hope that the new director of the CIA will want to verify the existence of a deep state plan for the elimination of Benedict XVI in order to have an emissary from the Davos elite on the throne of Peter. Your Excellency, how can we get out of this impasse of corruption and conflicts of interest? It is difficult, humanly speaking, to think of a peaceful or short-term way out.
If you make unlimited electrical energy, somebody's just going to make an unlimited electrical energy gun and kill someone with it.
Way out. It seems clear to me that Western society has now reached that level of decadence that usually preludes the decline of a civilization. It has already happened in the past, for example with Rome, whose empire dissolved due to the corruption.
And plus, unlimited energy already exists. There's a big green ball in the sky. It's called the sun. I mean, that's basically unlimited. That'll last your whole entire lifetime. Just got to figure out how to tap that.
Corruption and vices of its leaders. It seems that the role of the West is exhausted, at least of this West that is apostate and rebellious. But the Catholic Church does not follow the dynamics of a human kingdom and has a divine mission, and divine assistance, that allows her to face even the Passio Ecclesiae that has already begun. This awareness must not lead us either to consider the Church as a merely human society, or to attribute to the Church, which is holy, the sins with which her unworthy ministers are stained. The evil we see around us must be denounced and fought against, but always in the conviction that the bride of the Lamb, however humiliated, however disfigured by her tormentors, remains the only ark of salvation in this world. 1. Translation from
Damn. That was long. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. That's why I had the robot read it. But holy shit, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano coming out and basically fighting the globalists, calling out COVID, calling out other people in the church, and saying that they're complicit with USAID and working for Moloch and the devil, and saying that the Jesuits are evil. I mean, I love everything that this guy's saying right now, dude. That's my Catholic church right there. Shit. Now. Shit, son. Shit. That was based as hell. I don't understand how based that got. You know what? He's talking about these people right here.
I just want to come back again to this
who he's
visual
talking about,
because it's in real time. This was posted by a professor at Rutgers University on his Facebook page. We have a young girl, 19 years old.
Let's take a look at that picture right there. Well, how come all of these look like they all like have the same nose? That's weird.
Who went to Rutgers because she wants to get her degree in food science. This is the guy she's going to have to go and sign up for, because right now there is absolutely no price to pay. There's no red line, nothing about someone in a position of responsibility who openly expresses such vile hate, and there's nothing to protect that freshman from pursuing her course.
Right. And
You don't understand what that picture is trying to demonstrate?
Mr. Greenblatt, am I so off base
Are you
here? Have we
retarded?
been going down the wrong path, worrying about the 118 cases so far of anti-Semitism so far this year?
Congressman, you're dead on. I mean, again, I know some people teach courses over the course of 15 weeks. The ADL's been tracking this for over 100 years, and data doesn't lie. And what you pointed out about the definition.
Yeah, bro, data does not lie. They point them out. They've been searching for 100 years, dude. 100 years they've been finding this shit everywhere.
Is exactly correct. This doesn't inhibit the ability of an individual, student, faculty, or otherwise, to criticize an Israeli policy, but it does acknowledge, as that definition does, that definition, by the way, that was done in consultation with leading experts from academia and communal organizations.
Who all happen to be Jewish.
And it's used by our embassies around the world to track anti-Semitic incidents.
Yeah. Gotta look at the signs, my friends. Gotta look at them signs, bro. What's this? Uniparty's now making up stories to convince people Trump is bad. What?
But on a more personal level, I talked about 2 or 3 months ago to a college student from the Midwest.
Yeah,
who
all
reached
those
out, who
data
watches The
gather-
Five, is thinking about a career in politics, really interested in political communication. We got on the phone, and he emailed me last week, and he said that I could share this. I've really appreciated hearing what you have had to say the past week on The Five and your podcasts with Scott. So, yay, Scott. You've really opened
Yay,
my mind
Scott.
on certain things that are currently going on as someone who voted for Trump. And you have been communicating a lot of frustrations I've been feeling alongside some family and friends who didn't expect all the chaos. And then he puts in parentheses, not to mention the tariffs, as our family owns a small business where all our products are made in China. So this is a 20-year-old
Oh, your
bro,
products are made in
right?
China?
in the middle of the country. Comes from a conservative family. They love Trump. And it only took I got this a week ago. So it only took 2 weeks, this level of chaos, for him to feel strongly enough that he would write that down, right? That's not a casual comment. And he told me that I could talk about it, that I could put that out on air. So it's obviously something that's very emblematic of not only what's going on in his life, but what's going on in his orbit.
Wow, though, they really will find anything that they can say that, oh, people are already angry with Trump's doing in tariffs. I mean, shit. Tariffs do suck. What's this? President Trump has secured the release of yet another American being held by Russia. Kylon Byers has been released and confirmed by the Kremlin in the interest of restoring the entire range of Russian-American relationships. Byers is set to be flown forth to the United States. Wait, what? Oh, dude, Russia's giving up another prisoner? Wonder what this guy did. Let's see. Daily Beast. American arrested for CBD gummies released in Russia after a week of hell. Wow, that sucks, dude. 28-year-old suffers from grand mal seizures and was behind bars in Russia, dude. 28-year-old American. CBD gummies, bro. Not even weed gummies. God damn, Russia, dude. Russia needs to figure out their weed problem. Honestly. Like, seriously, bro. CBD gummies so the dog doesn't get seizures. Oh, but he was only arrested on February 7th, so he's only been in jail for like 10 days. I mean, that's not even as bad as Brittany Grenier, because she had like a whole ass vape with like real weed in it, and then fucking this guy's got CBD gummies. They're not even the good kind. And they're throwing his ass in jail. Like, come on, Russia, man. Y'all trying to show everybody you're cool, but you're fucking busting a dude for some CBD fucking CBD gummies for his fucking seizures. Like, you serious, bro? Like, are you serious? That's just mean. That's just mean, okay? That's mean shit, all right? That's fucked up, dog. That is fucked up, son. I mean, he seems like a nice enough kid, right? Like, look at his little girlfriend or, this chick that he be hanging out with. I don't know. I don't think that he could pull that girl, to be honest. Well, maybe he can. He's got a picture with her right there, too. Maybe that is his girlfriend. Damn, son. All right, bro. I see you. Anyone knows my son knows he's not a druggie, doesn't smuggle drugs across into other countries. He's an upstanding citizen getting married to the love of his life. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they need to understand CBD, I guess. I mean, that's pretty wild that the dog actually smelled them. Like, damn, they're training their dogs to smell CBD. That's fucked up, bro. That's not even weed. Dude, found this in the garbage. Horizon permanent. Oh, dog. No, that's fucked up, man. That's mean. Holy crap, dude. What is this? All right, what's this? Anti-woke comics. What's this right here? Oh, wait, what? 2 Canadian airports warned travelers of delays. Oh, right. Yeah, dude, a fucking plane crashed. Another goddamn plane crashed. I completely forgot about that. Stunned Toronto plane crash survivor shares video from the moments the Delta jet flipped. What the fuck? Nah, bro. What? Where is this?
Okay, no.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I was just in a plane crash. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Okay, no.
Like, yo. What? Wow. A Delta passenger airplane carrying 76 people crashed at Toronto's Pearson Airport Monday. In yet another aviation disaster, this time a Bombardier CR900 had flown from Minneapolis to Toronto. When it flipped, it appeared to land upside down? Yo. What, son? That's nuts. Bro, what? What's up, Annihilate Me? That's a good fucking pilot, dog. What the fuck? Everybody survived. There's no wings on the plane. All the wings and aileroners and the tail are all gone. That motherfucker did a barrel. They did a barrel roll. Damn, son, but they all survived. At least they were landing. I don't know how you land a plane with no wings. That's not easy. I can land a plane with one engine, but fucking no wings? When the book says wheel up, it doesn't mean the top. Yo, what? I want to see a video of that crash. I want to see a video of that crash. They say 15 people were injured. Damn, son, nobody died? That's a blessing. Holy shit. Dude. Holy shit, son. Holy shit, son. Yeah, bro. Look at that thing, dog. The wings are missing. The fucking tail shits are missing. The plane was battling 70-mile-an-hour winds when it crash landed upside down. So the winds flipped it over while it was landing and it broke off the wings.
I did want to, underscore to pick up on the conversation you were just having, though, in terms of the recent string of aviation incidents, Tom. This is going to yet again raise the concern about FAA staffing, air traffic control staffing. Now, this is a Canadian air traffic control tower, and this is under Canadian authority once it crosses the border. And yet, as you know, there has been this talk about maybe staff cuts at the FAA as a part of President Trump's effort to trim down the federal workforce. And yet, as you also know, the FAA has been complaining for years that they are understaffed in critical job positions, especially air traffic control. I was having a conversation with somebody today about whether air traffic control in America is being affected by the staff.
Dog. Dude. Passengers include exit the flip flight. Just imagine, this is exactly the reason I don't fucking fly nowhere. This is exactly the fucking reason I don't fly nowhere. Fuck that.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down. Fire department's on site.
Upside down. But I'm alive.
Upside down. Everybody, most people appear to be okay.
No, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, that is wild, son. I can't believe that there isn't somebody with like a video of it.
Come on!
Oh, wow. They actually had people evacuating.
Come on!
Drop your shit. Get out.
Don't take no video.
Don't take no video.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Holy fuck. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, dude. Whoever made that play, definitely a pimp.
Yo, I was just on this fucking plane.
Yo, we saw you get off of it, bro.
God. Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Holy.
I was on this plane. That's wild, bro. That is wild. It's too bad I haven't seen any videos of that shit crashing. I want to see the video of that thing flipping over right before it lands or whatever. I mean, hey, man. Uh-oh. What's up, Lunchy? What's going on? Somebody outside? Dude, look at that. What's going on? You had some boys outside looking for you or something? Is it your boyfriend? I don't see nobody. Oh, nope. Lunchy alerted. But yeah, it'll buff right out. Just put some new fucking wings on it and the tail will be fine. Come here. Come here. Oh, don't come so quick. Come on. Come here. Why do you always walk so slow to me? Come here. Come here. You're a good girl. Come here, good girl. Is that as far as you're going to come? Do I have to come get you? Jesus. Lunchy. Jesus, Lunchy. Yeah, I got a total pimp right here. A pimp of a puppy. This is my puppy pimp. What are you doing? What are you doing, Big Papa Pump? Big woofer woof. I know she probably doesn't like it, but I want her to get her to stand. So she stands. So she gets up to somebody, and then when somebody starts talking shit, instead of like barking at them, she just stands up on her legs and starts staring at them. Damn, that would fuck people up. They'd be like, whoa, yo, what is going on with this dog? It just stood up. It's tiny. It stood up. It's looking at me. It's looking at me. It's looking at me. Yeah, Lunchy was alerted, but I didn't get nothing on the outside. Maybe it was a kitty or something. Maybe it was a kitty or something. Just kidding. Lunchy. Just kidding. I'm trying to keep you off of my mouse pad, Lunchy. My dog ate 100 milligrams of edibles. What do? There's nothing you can do. It's gonna be real high for a while. It's gonna be sitting there on the bed, on the couch, all like. It's just high as shit. Dog's just gonna be high, man. I mean, like.
Oh no, I ain't messing with you. Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm not messing with you.
I am not messing with you. No. What did he see? A bear or some shit? God damn, son. Yeah, dude. Yeah, your dog is probably. That dog is high. Cool. We actually fixed the whole Rumble thing. Now we could just sit here all day and just be like, hey, man, what's this?
Have a difficult decision to make this fall as he is approaching preschool age, and we are faced with the decision of whether or not we are going to put our child in public school system where Fairfax County has decided to move forward with instituting gender studies in elementary school.
Yeah, that dog's gonna be high for a while. What's this?
Work in the factory. It's like, really, you're going to work from home, and you're going to make everyone else who made your car come work in the factory. You're going to make the people who make your food that gets delivered that they can't work from home. The people that come fix your house, they can't work from home, but you can. Does that seem morally right? That's messed up.
You see it as a moral issue?
Yes, it's a productivity issue, but it's also a moral issue. People should get off the goddamn moral high horse with the work from home bullshit. Because they're asking everyone else to not work from home while they do. The laptop class is living in La La Land, okay? Look at the cars. Are people working from home here? Of course not. Building cars, servicing the cars, building houses, fixing houses, making the food, making all the things that people consume. It's messed up to assume that yes, they have to go to work.
Keep them as long as possible?
How is that? It's not just a productivity thing. I think it's morally wrong.
Wow, Elon Musk thinks working from home is morally wrong. Fuck you, man. I work from home. You know how long it took me to get a fucking regular job? Long fucking time.
Is overpopulated, so to solve the problem, we can't be having as many kids. Just seeing the way that they connect all these issues in their minds makes me really worried, because in communist China, they literally forced abortions onto anybody who had more than one child. Then they forced...
Elon Musk doesn't want you to work from home, because then you're going to find out when he works from home, he's really just playing Path of Exile 2.
sterilized all the women that dared to get pregnant. So women were secretly having their kids and then keeping the kids in little tents and barns in the countryside. So this is not us like freaking out and creating some hypothesis of what could happen. This is actually what leftist regimes do, especially when they start running out of resources. We now have the Biden food shortage coming, and this is a classic step after leftist policies destroy a country. After they had the famine in China, they had no resources, and it resulted in the one-child policy. So this is disturbing. Leftism is evil. It's satanic. And I'm not surprised at all that now they're saying don't have kids.
Yeah, the left doesn't want you to have kids. They want you to be gay and not have kids so they can eat and have more food for themselves. Uh-oh. Southwest Airlines firing a bunch of people. That sucks for Southwest Airlines. How come it's another fucking Daily Mail article? What's that all about? Look at that. Advertisements suck ass. Suck my balls advertisements. And then, oh, what? He doesn't even have an ad blocker. How does he do it? How does he do it? How do I do it? Yeah. Oh, I guess I should tell you how I do it, actually. Why be a dick? Ad guard. DNS. Are you sick of seeing ads? Are you sick of seeing ads on your shit? Do you want to get a better way of blocking ads on your entire network, even on your cell phone when you're on your cellular 4G? Do you hate having to install a fucking app? Yeah, you probably don't want any of that stuff. Well, you can get AdGuard DNS working. AdGuardDNS.io. All you got to do is hook up the right DNS servers for it, and then you get a DNS cloud server that blocks malicious tracking, advertisements, phishing, all that shit. And it gives you a dashboard so you can see everything, and you can block shit that you don't even want to see. And it blocks ads, and it filters your DNS and shit. You could even do parental controls if you really wanted to, if you're an asshole. But, you know, it's pretty cool. I use it myself. Get a lot of queries done. It's encrypted. That means that people can't spy on your internet traffic, even if they're Wireshark did. I recommend it highly. Recommend it highly. AdGuard DNS. That's right. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I like it. And I mean, it's free. You can use it for free for 30K requests, or you can pay $19.99 a month personal. Or I'm sorry, it's actually much cheaper than that. It's $2.49 a month. $2.49 a month, or you can pay $19.99 for the entire year. Yep, the entire year. And that blocks up to 20 devices with up to 5 servers with 10 million monthly requests. So that means that you can have your TV on it, your computer, your iPad, your cell phone, your IP cameras, everything. You can connect all of your bullshit to it, and it'll block all the ads on all the shit. Yeah. Shit's tight. You should get it. And then they still even have apps that you can put on there, but it pretty much works on everything. Yeah, it's pretty great. Pretty great. I recommend that you get it. And if you don't get it, well, guess what? You suck. I'm just kidding. You don't suck. You're fine. But it's worth it. You know, it's worth it to set it up, you know. It's definitely worth it to set it up because it actually does work. Yes, sir. It does work. And if you want to see proof, there it is right there. There's supposed to be all kinds of ads all over this. The only ads that show up are the ones that are literally hard-coded into the website. That's why it says, this is money. Damn, son. Can't believe Southwest Airlines is firing a bunch of people. No, I can totally believe that. Although they haven't been the one that have been having any like problems with their planes crashing or anything like that. I feel like that's Delta and American so far that have been having all the crashing troubles. So that's fine. I guess that's fine. Ah, dude, what the fuck? TVP Sean? Sean Al-Tabidi, dude. This guy right here used to be the biggest. He still is the biggest propagandist. I can't believe that he's finally moved forward and started like a Rumble channel and putting all these videos out, because this is the dude that was like behind so many different fucking hoaxes out there. I'm not even sure if he's even, I'm pretty sure he still is a hoaxer. He's finally showed his face, which is wild, motherfucker. Wild. Like the people's voice. Like, right here, formerly known as News Punch, and Your Newswire is a fake American news website based in Los Angeles. Yes, it was founded by Sean Al-Tabidi and his husband, Sinclair Treadway. Two gay dudes publishing hoaxes on the internet. He still exists now, and he's going by the people's voice, Sean. And he's got a whole ass Rumble channel where he's just consistently fucking posted his bullshit. That's crazy, son. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I did see the video of Elon Musk's POE account being played at the Trump inauguration. We were posting that. We posted on the stream. Mexico's gonna sue for Google for the Gulf change. Mexico's a bitch. They ain't gonna be able to do shit. We're just gonna give them the America balls. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop that American nuts up in their American mouths, and there's gonna be nothing they could do. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. So wait, what else do we got going on over here? I don't know. See, now I'm just scrolling Twitter, hoping that nothing bad comes up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What the hell is this? Munich Security Conference?
Mike, how did that legislation pass so quickly? If this is correct and there's not a lot of people that understand, somebody understood something.
I want to see if you're going to tell the real story.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the real. Well, first of all, let the record
We're talking
reflect.
about the TikTok legislation.
I left.
There's no AI legislation.
Senator, I left to produce more human beings, and they cost money. They're not making me money. And if everyone had followed Frank and my Irish Catholic lead and repopulated the earth, we would have already won this Cold War competition. How did it pass so quickly? I know we're running out of time. One, we stole the senator's work, and he did a lot of the, sincerely, a lot of the yeoman's work in drafting an initial bill. We were able to sort of learn from that experience. We refined the approach. We worked with him. We worked with the executive branch. So we had a bipartisan consensus. We had the executive branch, but the bill was still dead until October 7th. And people started to see a bunch of anti-Semitic content on the platform. And our bill had legs again. And then there was a huge miscalculation by TikTok. When it became apparent that we were going to pass it out of committee, they forced sort of a pop-up on the app that allowed people to call their members of Congress. And kids were calling into their members of Congress during school hours threatening to commit suicide if TikTok went away. And for those of us who are concerned about the use of this platform for propaganda purposes or brainwashing, it sort of proved the point in the moment, and suddenly the bill passed. So it was the threat of espionage, the threat of propaganda, the good work of Senator Warner, and a few other players that all conspired.
And he got it out of a committee that is the most diverse in the House, from left to right, 50-0 after a classified. Yeah, that was he did people would not have bet on, but he and his Democratic colleagues did some great.
But to your point about democracy, I mean, that was a 3-year endeavor and it failed, 100 times. And we just had to keep working it and working it.
So let me do this.
Yes, they shut down January 6th, or they shut down TikTok because January 6th and Trump bought it back, and they did all they could. Destiny posting Luigi B trying to trigger human drone to kill Kennedy while he kicks back eating Cheetos. 6 guy. Yeah. JR Riggs midday stream. Yeah, I just started streaming because I got to work later, but I've been testing out some new shit. Trying to figure out how to make this work better, So I figured some stuff out. I figured some stuff out. So I had to switch back to using OBS, right? We had to switch back to using OBS, but I'm using a newfangled technology called WHIP, WHIP, which is basically just WebRTC for streaming, but it lets me do shit like I can put my bit rate at 10,000 with the 1 second keyframe interval and have it be real nice and look good and whatnot. Although maybe I should check off look ahead and adaptive quantization because I probably don't need that shit on. Yeah, I probably don't need that shit on. So I switched over to that. Now it seems to be working really great and whatnot. And then it lets me actually use my voice, whatnot. So what I'm doing is I'm streaming it into Rumble, right? Well, so that's going to be weird for a second. Hold up. So like Rumble lets you invite participants, right? So instead of me using the Rumble shit to stream, I'm using the whip to stream it as an ingress to here so I can use all my stuff, you know? So I get desktop audio, I can control the mic and do these things. The only stupid thing is I actually have to mute the tab. If not, I could just hear myself constantly, and that's annoying. I don't want to do that. And then, yeah, I don't even have to use the camera or the microphone in here. It just all goes through that. But then I can still use, like, Rumble's stuff to show stuff up. So, yeah, I think it works pretty good. You know, like, I got to work later, so... I figured I'd just stream a little bit earlier, and I'm just bullshitting. I'm not even doing anything important at this point. I've been bullshitting for like the last half an hour. I don't even know. I've been bullshitting this entire time.
We just landed our plane.
We just landed? What do you mean? That's not, I don't think I can call that a landing, son. The wheels are up. See, this is a wheel. This is the sky. Booty to the sky. Wheel to the sky. See, this is the ground. I don't think that you could call that a landing.
Crash.
It's a crash. Yeah, it's a crash.
It's upside down.
You crashed.
Fire department's on site.
Like you
upside down.
Crashed.
Everybody, most people appear to be okay. We're all getting off. Some smoke going on.
Yeah. What? Even back in 1978, Netanyahu wanted to move Palestinians to Jordan? Dude, so you're telling me that this guy from Poland has been trying to move people out of the land that they've owned for generations?
Let me quote you what the PLO Information Office said in a Dutch paper in 1977, in May 5th. 77?
God, you just want to punch him in the face.
May 5th, 1977, yes. The statement was very simple. Our objective remains the destruction of the Zionist state of Israel. So let's keep in mind that what we're talking about here is not the attempt to build a state, but to destroy one.
Do the Palestinians have a right to a separate state?
Now, no one is denying that there are Palestinian Arabs. There's a very distinguished Palestinian Arab sitting right next to me. But the Palestinians themselves, in the Palestinian National Covenant, the very first article, say that the people of Palestine, quote, are part of the Arab nation. Well, let's look at the Arab nation. It has 21 states, an area roughly the size of the United States, and 1/6 of the entire world's wealth. Now, add to that the fact that there already exists a Palestinian state, and that is Jordan, 60% of whose population is Palestinian. I think it's quite interesting that Yasser Arafat and King Hussein, who are bitter enemies, agree on one thing, that Jordan is a Palestinian state. So what we're talking about is a demand for a 22nd Arab state and a second Palestinian state.
Really? Really? From 1978, he was trying to pull that line? That's crazy, bro. There was only one Palestinian state, and it was Palestine. And then the Jews came in and started murdering them and stealing their land. So a bunch of them had to evacuate to Jordan. So, like, it's still Jordan. That doesn't make it Palestinian land because they're refugees. Right? The refugees. Very weird.
What should be done with the Palestinians on the West Bank? There's a problem, so what should be done about it, in your opinion?
Well, I think that the Palestinians in the West Bank are going to be offered the full human rights, the full civil rights, as no Arabs are offered in the Middle East. No Arabs whatsoever have any full human rights or the right to vote for their own government. Those Arabs who lived in Israel in the pre-67 boundaries are the only Arabs in the Middle East who offer that right, and I'm all in favor of having the same Arabs living in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip being offered such a right in the final peace agreement.
Can we have peace in the Middle East?
Very briefly, please.
Yes, I sincerely hope so. Look, I'm 28 years old. I've had to defend my country in two wars and in many battles. Nobody wants peace more than Israel. But the stumbling block to the road for peace is this demand for a PLO state, which will mean more war, which will mean more violence in the Middle East. And I sincerely believe, if this demand is abandoned, we can have real and genuine peace.
Thank you.
Yeah, if they just give up on their own territory, they'll be fine. Yeah, no, they never ended up being fine, did they? Nope. And how old is Benjamin Netanyahu now?
What the PLO...
He's a lot older, and he's still just trying to get that money. What is this? Elon Musk is trying to access your personal bank and tax data. The world's richest man should not and cannot be able to snoop around in your personal finances. Period. End of story. Chaotic good. He's not trying to snoop around my personal finances. He's trying to snoop around yours because you get paid with taxpayer money and should be subjected to those types of audits on a regular basis to flush out obvious conflicts of interests and basic outright fraud. Yeah. Who doesn't like fraud? Aren't you guys fans of fraud? I'm a fraud fan. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud fan. Elon Musk arriving at Fort Knox for the audit at Dodge. Yo, bro, where's all the fucking money, man? Where's all the gold bars and shit? I thought Fort Knox was going to be filled up with that shit. There ain't a single fucking gold bar in here. I told you Fort Knox was empty. That shit's been empty for a while. They moved that gold overseas into banks a long time ago. Wait, what the fuck? Former CNN host Jim Acosta is arguing the media to unite and boycott the Trump administration. Dog, you don't work at CNN anymore, Jim Acosta. You don't got to keep saying that bullshit. You might as well tell everybody that you're sorry and you had to lie for Trump, dude. They'll eat that shit up, start sucking your dick. 100%, promise. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. What's this? People of Ukraine demand remove Zelensky from peace talks. Zelensky is trying to sabotage them to continue profiting from the war. Give me money!
Нам ці гроші. Гроші. Дайте нам більше.
Give us more.
Дайте нам більше. На сьогодні нам потрібні гроші. А можна нам взяти 300 мільярдів, які належать нам?
Прада $1500.
Можна ми самі будемо вирішувати, що з цими грошима робити?
Yeah, bro, let's audit Ukraine. I mean, they got a Ukraine flag in their bio. Diana Pacheco, is this really a Ukrainian chick? Or is she like a Russian plant? You know? I don't know. Damn, everybody was talking there for a minute, but then everybody shut the fuck up. I guess I should go offline. Because we already figured out everything that we're going to do.
Drop it. Come on.
That's fucking epic, bro.
Holy fuck.
So epic, bro. Just like get thrown out of an upside down plane and surviving. That is epic, bro. That is so epic,
drop
bro.
it. Come on.
Drop everything. Turn your phone off. Stop recording this, retard. We almost died. What is that? Slava Kokina? That's fucking hilarious. Slava Kokina. I don't know. Maybe the little dictator and what's his face are like really good friends, Mitch McConnell. Damn, look at these Q communities. Should we join the Q League? Should we join that? Nah, I'm not gonna join that. I ain't gonna join that. What's this? Oh, we watched that yesterday. I don't care about any of that stuff. Well. Looks like doesn't look like there hasn't been really anything crazy happening on the Twitter. What we got? Vance calls what? This? What does the robot say?
Vice President J.D. Vance engaged in a public spat with journalist Mehdi Hassan over the concept of free speech. Vance criticized Hassan for comparing the exclusion of AP reporters from White House briefings to broader European restrictions on free speech. Vance's response involved name-calling Hassan a dummy for the comparison, sparking a range of reactions on social media, from support for Vance's post.
Oh.
Mehdi Hassan. At Meddurason. 7H. Hey. At JD Vance. I know you're busy lecturing the Europeans on free speech, but have you seen this? Yes, dummy. I think there's a difference between not giving a reporter a seat in the WH press briefing room and jailing people for dissenting views. The latter is a threat to free speech, the former is not. Mark. President Trump's decision to limit AP reporters' access is as much fight over the Gulf of America as it is a protest of what White House advisors say is years of liberal word choices that AP's influential stylebook has spread across mainstream media.
Dang. I didn't know that the Associated Press got kicked out of the White House press briefing. That's crazy, bro. But it's the Associated Press. It's the AP. Like, how? All right, Annihilate Me, that's actually pretty dope. You got the guns with the Kirby. He's even got a nose. Pretty dope. What? So what? If AP journalism wasn't factual and nonpartisan, it wouldn't be the case. Wait, what, dude? The AP got booted from the White House press briefing? Who'd they piss off, dude? Say what?
Had an ad showing migrants climbing over walls and so on.
That's true.
But
they weren't actors.
They're not going to be doing that.
They weren't actors. Well, no, it's true. Do you think they were actors? They weren't actors. They didn't come from Hollywood. Right. These were people. This was an actual. It happened a few days ago. And
they're hundreds of miles away, though. They're hundreds and hundreds of miles away. That's not an invasion.
Honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings would be much better.
If I may ask one other question, Mr. President, if I may ask one other question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President, I was going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President,
that's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other question, if I may ask, on the Russia investigation. Are you concerned that you may have?
I'm not concerned about anything with the Russian investigation because it's a hoax. That's enough. Put down the mic.
Mr. President, are you worried about indictments coming down in this investigation?
Mr. President.
He straight up looked like he was about to walk down off that podium and snatch the mic out of his hand.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Go ahead.
You are a rude, terrible person. Oh, man, son. Let's see.
Yesterday, Donald Trump banned the Associated Press, a 179-year-old newspaper organization, from the White House because it declines to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. This is straight-up press censorship based on retaliatory viewpoint discrimination. Trump's DOD kicked out 8 news groups that had space in the Pentagon, but which asked skeptical questions of the new secretary, including the New York Times, NBC News, and the Washington Post, all ousted in favor of outlets willing to faithfully advance the party line of the state, like Breitbart and One American News Network. Yesterday, Donald Trump...
Wow, dude. I didn't even know that the Associated Press had been a 179-year-old newspaper. Damn, dude. After 179 years, your shit really declines, bro. No, we refuse to call it the Gulf of America. Fuck you. Sincerely, fine. Don't come to the White House press briefing and said, we're being targeted!
Press from the White House has indefinitely banned one of the biggest media organizations in the U.S., the Associated Press, from the Oval Office and from Air Force One. The move comes after the Associated Press chose to continue to use the term Gulf of Mexico for that body of water. Donald Trump did sign an executive order recently, a controversial one. He wants to change the name to Gulf of America. Other news outlets have decided to stick with Gulf of Mexico as well. Photographers for the AP are still allowed to attend events. The White House has indefinitely...
Wow. That's hilarious, dude. That is hilarious. What is this?
Which White House official made the decision to bar the AP reporter from the Oval Office?
I would have told that bitch straight up. It was me!
Let me just set the record straight. It is a privilege to cover this White House. It's a privilege to be the White House press secretary. And nobody has the right to go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given. And there are hundreds of outlets on this campus, many of you in this room who don't have the privilege of being part of that pool every single day and getting to ask the President questions. We reserve the right to decide who gets to go into the Oval Office, and you all have credentials to be here, including the Associated Press, who is in this briefing room today.
But isn't it retaliatory in nature is the argument, because the reason that the AP was barred, which they said was because they're not using the phrase Gulf of America, they're using Gulf of Mexico in line with their standards. And so the question here is this setting a precedent that this White House will retaliate against reporters who don't use the language that you guys believe reporters should use? And how does that align with the First Amendment commitment that you were just talking about?
I was very upfront in my briefing on day one that if we feel that there are lies being pushed by outlets in this room, we are going to hold those lies accountable. And it is a fact that the body of water off the coast of Louisiana is called the Gulf of America. And I'm not sure why news outlets don't want to call it that, but that is what it is. The Secretary of Interior has made that the official designation in the Geographical Identification Name Server. And Apple has recognized that. Google has recognized that. Pretty much every other outlet in this room has recognized that body of water as the Gulf of America. And it's very important to this administration that we get that right, not just for people here at home, but also for the rest of the world. Sure.
Roasted. Fucking roasted. Yeah, you don't want to call it the Gulf of America? Fine. You don't get to ask questions in the White House press, bitch. That's hilarious. Wait, what is this? One of the first things Hitler did upon gaining power was apply aggressive censorship. Interesting. It's kind of like what Elon Musk did a little bit. I guess he's letting us know. Yeah, nice work. What did I do nice work on? I'm just like sitting here in front of the computer scrolling on Twitter. I'm not even doing anything. Just wasting time till I have to drive to work. I'm just wasting time till I gotta drive over to the job, my guy. Whoa. Oh, wow. M times are here.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAPs. This is part of your task force as well. Do you believe the government is hiding information about extraterrestrial life?
I find it very, very odd that
No views. We're the first people to
instead
watch
of just
this.
coming out and saying we don't have anything, that we're constantly being stonewalled and stovepiped with certain information. In my opinion, the fact that they're hiding it probably means that there's something there.
In fact, when Paul spoke about this in 2 Thessalonians in the 2nd chapter, he gave us this description. He says, don't let anyone deceive you in any way, which is the first hint that there's going to be a lot of deception going on here. People are going to believe something to be a certain way, and it's not really true. That's what deception means.
Leaps in terms of man's knowledge about technology and certain things. They feel, I don't even think it's necessarily conspiracy theorists either, or tinfoil hat folks, but people saying, hey, if you look at it realistically, it felt like we had a nudge or help from somewhere.
Oh, I mean, definitely. I mean, you look at, say, 1947 up until now, the iPhone, all of the stuff we have, it does feel like, hey, did we figure that out on our own or not? But if you look at like that TikTok video from 2017, whatever that power source was, that's revolutionary. We haven't gotten that yet.
Right. And so when is the fund ready yet, or when is it?
No, so the fund is, probably about 3 months away.
Okay.
And we're also waiting to see whether we actually do get disclosure, or whether it's, disclosure light and what's going on. But 3 months or so away.
All right. So while we wait for that, you do have some other ideas. You like the defense area, right? Defense contractors.
Well,
I think that Grush, when I had talked to him on whether these were specifically extraterrestrials or alien in origin, he said interdimensional. He refused to use certain terms, and I think that's incredibly important because I think that that's really the question we're all wanting to know, right?
Interdimensional.
And so I'm actually going to have a sit-down conversation with him and ask him to come back and talk to us directly, because it seems that we are getting more information.
Wait a minute. Didn't they already come out and say that the drones was the United States? It was us? Like, didn't they just come out and say that? So, like, what the fuck?
From the source, then going into a skiff and then not being able to tell you guys what we're talking about.
Is this stuff that we just as humans might not be able to understand if it's interdimensional?
I think that we can understand it. I think that it's just,
aliens.
It's an approach, right? I mean, like, remember, we just now for the first time in history.
What if it's like an opposite Earth, and then there's like people from the other Earth coming into this Earth, but then we find out later that the people from the other Earth are actually aliens that invaded and took over, and they look like people.
Really had Congress have whistleblowers come forward credible that
Now
we're
they're
telling
invading
the
this
entire world that
universe.
there is something other than human life.
Marvel. Doomsday. Synopsis.
Forms. Grush said that those were interdimensional beings. He refused to use extraterrestrial and alien. I think that's important.
It's certainly not a kind designation, but interestingly, as we'll see today, it's not the way that people generally will view this individual or the system he creates. One of the things as we talk about the beast of being a world leader, we can often overlook the fact that it also tells us, as we just read, that he is going to be a religious leader. That is a key influencer on the formation of a universal, one-world religious system. Whose eventual primary focus actually is going to be the worship of Satan, so that what he's going to really create is Satanism in its fullest sense. Scripture also informs us that he is not only a spiritual leader. In other words, his source of power is spiritual. It comes from Satan and not from himself. And in fact, it's interesting how that in Revelations 11, it says that he arises from the bottomless pit, which is, in my mind, creates more questions than answers. But I make this distinction between religion and spiritual because I want us to understand that there's real power in the things that he does, that Satan gives him his power, and it's a power to do signs and wonders and miracles and amazing things that cause people to stand in awe with dropped jaws. But it's really also a religious system, and I make that subtle distinction between spiritual and religious because religion is something that a person can follow without being spiritual at all. In fact, this system is really a man-made system, and it's a human-centric system that's focused upon people doing good things as the world would define them, and not necessarily things that involve a true worship of the Almighty God. And the man of lawlessness will be revealed. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with the work of Satan. It will be displayed in all kinds of counterfeit miracles, signs, and wonders, and every sort of evil that deceives those who are perishing. And for this reason, they will believe the lie. In other words, the deception.
What lie will they believe? I'm not sure if I follow this one. Is this like a major announcement? Is this like fitting into it where it's supposed to be? It seems like a little sussy-wussy if you ask me.
Jesus, in fact, told us it will be so great, he said in Matthew 24:24, that he would even be able to deceive the elect, that is, the chosen, those who are saved, if that, in fact, were possible. That this has happened or has been Satan's objective is something we've talked about before, that he's been working towards this moment since before the fall in the garden. In fact, we're told in Isaiah 14 that he was cast out of the garden, or he was cast out of the presence of God because he simply said, I will make myself like the Most High God. In Matthew 4:8, again, we talked about how that the devil, it said, showed Jesus all the kingdoms of the world and all their splendor and said, all this I will give to you if you will bow down and worship me. So his ultimate desire is to become the object of men's worship. And we essentially refer to this as Satanism, but a Satanism that goes far beyond what we are commonly associate with that system. Revelation 17 gives further information describing this false religious system. In chapter 17, again, as we just read, there are several
Chapter 17, huh?
Identifiers that say that this organization or entity is unique from any others that have gone before. The first of all is there has never been a religious system that has universal authority. It's always been limited by certain boundaries, whether they be geographical or technological or whatever, so that we know that this is something that could not actually be fulfilled until the times in which we're living today. We are, for the first time, living in a universal global system where communication and business have really become a global enterprise. This system has a
yeah, dude, maybe this guy's QAnon.
Universal authority that has never been seen before. And secondly, he says she will have intoxicating deception. The kings of the earth will be intoxicated by her. In other words, intoxication means that you're not looking at things with clarity. There's a distortion. How can I illustrate this without offending somebody? Well, never mind. I won't worry about offending you. One time we were in Russia. We were talking to a Russian policeman, and he was talking about his philandering. He was kind of boasting about it. And we asked the question, well, how do you go about, selecting the woman who's going to be your latest victim? And he says, well, I go into a bar, and I look around the bar, and I find the most unattractive woman in the bar, and then I drink, and when she starts looking good, I know I've drunk too much. And I hate to say that, I probably did have offended somebody, but the reality is that's the effect. It makes things that aren't that attractive suddenly become more attractive because you aren't really looking at them objectively anymore. It's kind of a spiritual infatuation. He says people will be caught up in this deceptiveness. And he says that men will marvel at her. They'll marvel at her power, that her ability to perform signs and wonders and miracles. And men will be, as John said he was, astonished at what he was looking at. Now, the word that's used there in the original literally means to wonder, to marvel, and to be in admiration. And that has always stood out to me.
What's that all supposed to mean, huh? World news? everything coming to a culmination of what, dude? That doesn't seem to fit in with the whole other paradigm. What will be the big monster that is going to trick us and make us all believe that everything's all hunky-dory? I don't know, bro. I think that this is obviously going to be way funnier.
Let's make something not Italian.
Lipstick are single use. She speaks in uppercase. She even talks behind her own back. One sneeze and everyone is drenched. Microphone not needed.
When she gives head, she also gives shoulders, knees, and toes. She can sing 2 songs at once. Her smile has 6 different time zones. It's diabolical. She eats pickles sideways. Her kisses take 2 business days. She takes selfies on panorama mode. Her French kisses include Spain and Budapest.
Let's make something not Italian.
Bro, those lips are fucking yeah! Bro, what? Oh my god. Holy shit, bro. Like, why did they roast her like that, dude? It's not her fault that she's got fucking... Dude, is she like, what's it called? Steven Tyler's long lost daughter or some shit like that? Because everybody see what Liv Tyler look like, and she ain't got the fucking mouth, you know what I'm saying? She got the big soft lips, though. She eats pickles sideways. Wait, there's another one.
Let's make something not Italian.
You know she can make it disappear. Only a job, but she can whisper in her own ear. Takes her 7 business days to brush her teeth. Smile free the movie, we found your new lead. Her voice echoes by itself until insurance denied. Eats salad with a pitchfork after taking a dive. She can taste tomorrow's dinner. She speaks for everyone. She speaks in IMAX. She can sing 2 songs at once. Laugh out loud. She can sing in 3D. She can eat a banana horizontally. Why did she overline when her mouth was already half her face? A dentist dream. She can eat a cucumber sideways. Puts on lipstick with the paint roller. I can see the back of your head. She can deep throat to thermos. She sneezed and bit herself in the chair. Legend has it to 747 accidentally landed there. Tell which side to start kissing. I am not sharing food with her. Shut it.
The Scottish accent.
Damn, that was fucked up, bro.
The Scottish accent is famous for being difficult to understand, but the Glaswegian accent can be even more difficult. There are words and phrases in Glasgow that sound a bit like a foreign language even, so I'm on a mission to find some people to help me translate. Okay, so I love the Glaswegian accent, and I was wondering if you could teach me some local phrases.
Well, it's very hard to bring them to mind. This is the thing. It's all right when your eyes look on there and happy eyes. You understand?
The Scottish accent is famous for being difficult to understand, but the Glaswegian accent can...
Well, it's very hard to bring them to mind. This is the thing. It's all right when your eyes look on there and happy eyes. You understand? To bring them to mind. This is the thing. It's all right when your eyes look on there and happy eyes. You understand?
The Scottish accent...
It's very hard to bring them to mind. This is the thing. It's all right when your eyes look on there and happy eyes. You understand?
The Scottish accent is famous...
Do you understand? What is this guy weird? What is happening right here? What are these guys fighting about? Is this like a dad and two brothers with their kid? He's still in his cotton candy. Chat music sniper dream is another good one. I don't even know what that means.
I don't want Elon Musk having my social security number, but I'll give it to the IRS and my job and the bank and the hospitals and the university and colleges, the mortgage companies, the insurance companies, the credit card companies, the financial advisors, and the car dealership. I'd rather them have it because I know that they're definitely prone to data breaches every single year. I don't want Elon Musk having my social security number, but I'll give it to the IRS and my job and the bank and the hospitals and the university and colleges, the mortgage companies, the insurance companies, the credit card companies, the financial advisors, and the car dealership. I'd rather them have it because I know that...
I'd rather them have it. I'd rather them have it because I know that they're at least... Oh shit, dude! Whoa! Hold up, check it out. We got video of the plane fucking landing. Now we know what happened. Holy shit! What the fuck? What? It's coming in sideways.
Wait, no, it's just one runway.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's runway only. Oh, landing, yeah. What is that? Wait, no, it's just one runway.
Hey, bro, what? It's right here?
What is that?
Okay, hold up. Can I make this go slower? It's right there. And it is just already sliding across the fucking... It's already upside down sliding across the fucking ground. With fire and flames. What pink mist coming out the back. Yeah, those people are fucking lucky, bro. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, the fuel is in the wing, so if they like snapped off, you know, all the fuel is coming out. So they're probably gonna be all right. You can see that right there at the end, right? Like you see it's coming right here. Start sliding in. It's already upside down. And then you can see the pink mist coming out of the wings, which is obviously the fuel. And it's like on fire, right? But like it's so cold outside that shit is just misting up and then automatically getting stuck on the ground. Damn, son, that shit slid, bro. Although it's from Raw's Alerts, that guy's into puppy shit, so you know I'm not gonna retweet it or something like that. I wonder who he stole it from. I wonder who he stole it from. Who do you steal it from? What's this? Community note violations? I'm gonna follow that shit. That shit was funny as fuck. That shit was funny as fuck. There's not even, they didn't even post anything on here. It's just, that was just a fucking reply. You're shitting me. That was a reply to something? Who the fuck wants a pizza with no cheese? It's under the sun. What do you mean, dude? What is all that? Chopped liver? Fucking, where's all the cheese? What is this shit? Oh, that's like bingo. That's like bingo. It's like my boy Bingo. I miss you, Bingo, wherever you are. You little handsome fucker. Miss you, Bingo. Handsome fucker, Bingo.
Have you had too much to drink, buddy? Oh, my. Oh, yeah, I know. I know.
I want to see it.
You little alco. Are you an angry drunk? Oh. Have you had too much to drink, buddy? Oh, my. Oh, yeah, I know.
Hold on, one more time. One more time? All right, bet, hit it.
A friend of mine tried to sell his soul on eBay and the starter price was $10 and people were bidding on it, but before anything happened, eBay took it down and sent him an email explaining that if he was selling a soul that didn't actually exist, then it was against their policy. And if he was selling a real soul, then that is a human body part and is also against their policy. Well done, eBay, for solving that philosophical conundrum. A friend of mine tried to sell his soul on eBay and the starter price was $10 and people were bidding on it, but before anything happened, eBay took it down and sent him an email explaining that if he was selling a soul that didn't actually exist, then it was against their policy. And if he was selling a real soul, then that is a human body part and is also against their policy.
Oh, okay. What's this? Chat music? Snow White. Wait,
I
what the
think a happy ending would be if she is the apple in the movie fades to black. Even Microsoft is rooting for this Apple cancel due to premium, so I can't enjoy the ads. Not even Oppenheimer could make such a bomb. Disney's going down faster and faster. This movie been released in the 1900s, and it would have been forgotten as the worst disaster. Those look like none of them are allowed within a mile of the school. The United States military should use this movie as an interrogation tool. Zagalor is gearing up for a new career as a cashier at TJ Maxx. When the lead actor is so toxic, she poisons the apple instead. Lord Farquaad couldn't get the princess, so he became one. Congrats for her transition. Snow White eats the apple, but is unable to sue because she agreed to Disney Plus terms and conditions.
You're fucking lying. You're fucking lying.
This truly makes me jealous of the blind, the deaf, and the diseased. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Disney disliked this from heaven. Mirror, mirror on the wall. March 21st is the new 9/11. I find your lack of audience concerning Dwarf Vader. Drop the biggest shit and didn't even give us toilet paper.
Oh, fucking March 21st is the new 9/11. I can't confirm, though. I can't confirm the movie does come out on March 21st. I was at I had to go install this, right? one of those Snow White things. I had to build this thing and put it together, and it says March 21st. And I was like, that's my birthday, man. This is the worst birthday movie ever, dude. Fucking, I gotta deal with Rachel Zegler and fucking Wonder Woman. Come on, man. I don't want to see the movie on my birthday, dude. Can't they drop a cool movie? You know? Why can't they build a cool movie? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't watch the rest of that. I'll just die laughing right here. Oh, now I gotta start getting ready for work. Fuck. Gotta take a shower. Gotta drive to Reno. Hope it's not snowing. Think it's snowing? It's kind of cold right now. Feels a little chilly. It feels a little chilly, but if you didn't know, it's cool. I'm just sitting here wondering why you're a tool. What? So yeah, I guess I should just end this random day stream that I did because I gotta go to work anyway. So yeah, have a nice day. Do whatever you do. I guess we've confirmed that this shit actually works. We only had to, use new beta technology, reinstall everything, and try the whole fucking thing a completely different way to get it to work. But hey, it works now. Yeah, it works now. Oh, my dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes, I saw Sniper's Dream. Watch that, man. What do you mean Sniper's Dream? What is Sniper's Dream? What's Sniper's Dream? What is the Sniper's Dream? I don't know what that is. Sniper's Dream? What are you even talking about? Dude, this is messed up, dude. This...
A sniper's dream, 100 megabytes of memory. He has me forehead, and after head goes brains vertical. No matter who he races, he gonna have a head start. Frontal globe, remembers what happened to Mars. His father stands on the second floor. Why can you still see his forehead? The talent's open. Sure, he's nice. He got a lot on his mind. He's been told to hold that force all his life. Bro sweat tries before it reaches his eyes. He needs bangs. Ready for his will cause an avalanche. I wonder what time zone his forehead's in. Depends on which way he is facing. Bro starts every sentence with I know. His hairline went from landscape to portrait noise. And the previous layer. Imaginations in 4K Ultra HD. If you do an inch on his forehead, 4 we will survive. His forehead says 6'5", but his eyes say 5'9". The most epic heroic song of all time. Bro's forehead has a national anthem. Bro knew this would happen. Shut.
That's so mean. Holy shit, man. Why is it so big though? He looks like Jacob. What is it? How do you say? How do you? Jacob. Jacob. I think it's Jacob. He looks like I'm definitely going to hell, man. Holy fuck. Oh my god. That's bad. You're bad people. What do you know about these bad things? Bad people knowing about bad things, doing bad stuff, making me laugh at shit that I shouldn't be laughing at. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all motherfuckers. Telling you right now, y'all motherfuckers. Eric Adams to resign. Storms killed 11 people in Kentucky. Bay Area Zizan's death cult arrested after months on the run. Oh, fuck. They caught the Zizan guy. The guy that was like killing people and shit. They found his ass. Whoa. Leader of a so-called death cult linked to its six deaths across the United States confirmed Sunday that they have them in custody. Holy shit balls. This motherfucker be killing everybody. This motherfucker be killing everybody. Jack Lasoda, a.k.a. Z's, the murderer that be killing bitches. Oh, wow. How do you know I have an ad blocker on? Fuck you. Damn. We haven't even done any videos on that person. Repent. I repent. Sorry. Here, I'll go to confessional. One of you guys is bound to be a priest, right? Dear Heavenly Father, I have sinned. Where do I begin? I have had impure thoughts of women, and I have watched videos on the internet making fun of people with really large foreheads, and generally got a lot of laughter out of laughing at their stupidity and otherwise features that they cannot change. So I definitely want to say I'm super sorry about that, and I definitely repent about that. I stole $5 out of the tip jar of a guy that was talking shit to me. I'm just kidding. In Jesus' name, amen. What are you doing over by the door, Luchy? Trying to go outside? Okay, I'll take you outside. Well, anyways, I'm done. Where you going? You want to go? Come on. All you got to do is say something. What you got to do is bark at daddy. He'll let you outside. If you want to go outside. There better not be any boys out here. All right, there you go. Go pee-pee. Bye, Luchy. Enjoy the outside. She's just looking back and be like, motherfucker, you coming? Anyways, yeah. Well, thanks for the show. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night or whatever. We'll see if this shit gets canceled today. I don't know. Bye, though. So here we go. We'll just leave it off, go like this. So just hit this button right here, hit ending, and that's it. It's over. Go home. Or whatever. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Be cool. Have a good day. Bye-bye now. Now go do something else. Or whatever.